So, it's been a long time since I showed my black ass on this app. Not that long. It has been a week. It has been a weekend. Some sad, some very happy. First thing I want to say is, yes, the purple hair, I've already had 3 people say something to me about it. I didn't think that people would legitimately associate me with purple hair. I think that's really dumb to say. I did, but did. I know that sounds crazy. I say, that, okay? Like, where's the purple hair? You realize that's fake. I can't keep it up for so much. Honestly, I wish I could color my hair. If I could find like a natural way to color my hair, I would totally do it. And look at my hair. It looks so much more healthier. And maybe my hair wasn't as bad off as I thought it was. Shout out to my cousin Lori. She had been told me that. But in my head, I'm seeing it just shed. Shedding has diminished. So I was using like this rosemary spray. I have to make more of that because that really actually helped. Especially in the back where I had a bald spot. It's not as bald. It's half bald. Okay. You know what? One of the things that I was saying to myself, honestly, I was like, I would hate to get to a space where I legitimately start losing my hair or something happens where I really go bald and need to use wigs and be like, damn, all that time I had my hair, but playing with it, wasn't having a good time with it because I was trying to go after this certain look or whatever. It's stupid, right? So I'm just like, let me just have some time with my hair, okay? And you want time with my hair too. Trust me. Because I think with anything, if you want anything to flourish, you really do have to give it the attention that it needs. So that is that. Oh my gosh. Last week, I got really bad news that my surrogate New York family lost a child to suicide. And I posted a video of us earlier this year, like in the summertime, we went to the Roots picnic together. And I'm so grateful for that moment, right? Because we've been so out of connection since I moved from New York. And it was such an emotional thing for me for so many reasons, right? One of them in which I know what it's like to be in that dark space. I know all too well. So that kind of took me somewhere else emotionally last week. And I was still trying to push through it and then just have my schedule. And I'm all over the place. And I didn't really get to do, I did do a couple of videos. I will put that, but they're so long. I don't know why I do these incredibly long videos, but I be thinking to myself, I do these long, incredible videos, and then what I can do is just chop them up and just start putting them out there like bite-sized clips all over the place, and then boom, I'm done with like whatever, just with like posting, like, or not done, but I have something to post throughout the week. Nah, it didn't work like that because my schedule right now is just so busy. Because I'm trying to get the money for the rent, that part. So, our sister been working. So it's been kind of hard to keep up. And then we had Lulu's party yesterday. Oh no, yesterday was Sunday. I thought Saturday was Sunday and thought Sunday was Saturday. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So Friday, I know a lot of you was in the DMs like, girl, where you going? I wish it was something decent like that. But I went Friday to go to the funeral, and it's a lot. It's a lot. The one thing that I will say is that it's always interesting to me, especially with suicides, but I feel like homicides too, depending on the person and what they were into. But I think that with suicides is such a touchy subject for a lot of people, and people don't want to openly talk about it, but I think we ought to, because I think it really raises a red flag, and it kind of says something to the people around the individual who committed the suicide. It's like, what was your role in a person's life? You know, and how can we make sure that we're not just tapping in? I hate when people say, oh, you know, call in on your friend. What good is calling in on people if you don't even know how to listen? Like, I don't need anyone to say, hey girl, how you doing, if it's not real, right? You know, it's those moments where I need you probably to be patient to listen. A lot of people don't even know how to listen, so you have that part. So like, people will check in on you, but it's half-assed, it's quick, and then they think that they're doing such a huge, you know, humanitarian work. No, that's not. So what I'm about to say does not mean that. I feel like when I think of when I was there, and I'll show you, and I didn't want to take videos while I was in the church, but I sat in the back and just observed the whole thing, and I was emotional myself, but you know, I came to grips with it. I had my moment. I understand it completely. You know, energy doesn't die. You know, it is sad that you'll never see the person's human again, or never get to share any time with them again. But you understand that the energy of the person really doesn't die. The body is just a vehicle, and it's only here for a limited amount of time. But I'm looking around, and I mean, there's standing room only. There's standing room only. And I look over to my friend that we used to be really good friends, right? And I said to her, and I'm like, it's crazy to me that all these people here, and I know that funerals are just an event. It's an event, and you can tell when people use it as such, but you start to think like, wow, all these people, and for someone to feel so helpless or hopeless and feel so alone. That's interesting to me. And I think all of us feel it. And it's funny because the pastor was talking about, he didn't dance around the whole issue of suicide. He, you know, talked about it from a biblical perspective, like it being sin and, you know, that type of thing. And he was saying to the congregation that there's so many people probably right here today that's kind of dealing with that. And I just think that people are just so caught up in their own world. We're just so programmed to believe, like, just to be individuals. I got to do this, me. Who can I take from to get where I'm trying to get, to go where I'm trying to go? Me. And, you know, oh, let me check in on this person. Hey, how you doing? Okay. All right. Talk to you later. It's like, okay. As my mother would say, and my grandmother, people don't really care. People don't really care. So it's interesting, but people care enough to come out to an event such as a funeral because it saves face. It's like, well, I'm paying my respects. It's too late now. It is too late. It's heartbreaking. There's a 2-year-old baby that was left behind. So that's heartbreaking. It's hard. It's hard. But then in lighter news, you know, my baby niece, 4 years old, celebrating her 4-year-old birthday. Amazing birthday. And just a great turnout, great vibe, good food, good energy for the most part. It was good. So, you know, Saturday was good. Sunday, I called myself getting myself together. So I partly did that. And then by the time evening came around, I said, oh God, it's just not enough time. And so here we go. It's Monday. So I hope your Monday is going well. I will say, I can't say as a PSA for people to reach out to other people. I would say raise your consciousness to care, right? It's like these little small feelings and thoughts that make us who we are. is just caring. Start with your family. And you don't have to care on a grand level. Everybody don't need to know that you care. I feel like people want to show face and they so badly want to be known as something. So I want people to know me as this figure that's out here uplifting people. Don't uplift people. Start at home. Start with yourself. Come on. Right? And then, because if you feel good, you can make other people feel good. But start right in your home. A lot of us lie right next to partners who we're not even in tune with, but we want so badly to go out into the world and heal somebody. You can't even heal what's in your home. Start there, right? Start there. If it becomes a movement, beautiful, where other people are invited, beautiful. But I mean, just to go out your way, just to focus on the outside, I think it's not needed. It's not important, right? You may not get recognition for it. Nobody may not post you and say thank you. And if it wasn't for this person, and a lot of times we need that recognition because we use it as validation. But it's not real then. If you need to be validated that badly, then I think you need to start working on yourself and let that be your healing project. And then you probably can help other people. So I want to just spread that. So me and my non-purple hair, here we go. Man, be easy, be blessed, be loved so you can love. All right, later.